Hey y'all, welcome back to the garden. Seed Time Harvest here. My name is Kim, in case you haven't been here before. Today I am going to talk about preserving the harvest a little bit. I'm part of a challenge with Three Rivers Homestead, and she has started this challenge years ago, and it's a lot of fun, and it's Every Bit Counts challenge. And if you click the hashtag, then you can find other people that are doing this challenge and get tons of ideas, tips, tricks, and hopefully get inspired. So I have been very busy in the kitchen, and I have tried filming. It does not work in my tiny kitchen. I can't get a good angle. The lighting is horrible, and the sound is terrible because I cannot turn off my air conditioner, and so there's this loud humming. So I did take some pictures, and so far this last week I have canned strawberry jam, raspberry jam, applesauce, apple jelly, and northern beans. And the northern beans was the first time that I've ever pressure canned beans, and so that was really exciting because I really want to have beans on my pantry shelf that I can just open, heat up, and eat. Convenience foods are important to me in a tiny house, and so we got a lot done, and I will insert some pictures. I also wanted to kind of give you a little gardening update. Our peas are up, our cabbage is up, our bunching onions are up, and this, can you see this here? I thought this was a weed, and it says that it is a hibiscus. Isn't that going to be pretty? It's going to be so big, and there's tons of blooms, buds on this plant. And so I'll take some pictures and show y'all later. And then of course, I don't know if I can get this in the stretch into the picture, but the 4 o'clocks are just blooming so pretty. Let me move the camera just a little bit and see if we can see how beautiful those are. So that sure cheers me up when I come out to the garden. I haven't really talked about Richard because Richard has passed away. I found him over a week ago. He apparently died of a heat stroke because he got his deformed leg hung up in the grass, and I had kept the garden area clear of grass, but he got up in a raised bed, and I didn't even know that he could get up in there because it's raised, and with his one leg, I just never thought that he could get in there, but he did. He got up in there, and he got his leg hung up in the grass and couldn't get out to get to water, and by the time I got home, he was gone. And so I think I was at work that day. Anyway, it's been really hard to get back in the garden. That's why I made that one video last time, I think, or time before, is why do we garden? And really, I had to really focus on why do I garden? Because after I found him and I buried him in the garden, and I planted, I had a desert willow in a pot that was struggling because it was in a pot. And so I thought, I'm just going to plant that in the ground and I can either dig it up and take it with me when I move, or I can leave it behind, either way. So I planted that on top of him, and then I'm going to put some irises around there as well. But it is important to know your why and lean on that heavily when you run into a brick wall like I did.
Well, hello. I thought I'd finish off that video, just chat and tell you about the other things I've preserved, which is basil and some rosemary, some comfrey. We put that in the dehydrator, and so it dries down, and then I just have a jar marked summer of 24, and I just keep adding to it, and it makes I hope to get a quart or more jar of each herb that I need. I've got some new basil coming up, and it's looking pretty good. I've got to get a cover on it though, because those grasshoppers like basil, and we don't want them eating all of our basil. So I've started a new YouTube channel for the grandkids, but of course anybody's welcome. It's a public channel, and it's going to be called Storytime with Granny, and I'll leave a link in the description below. I will be reading books to my grandchildren. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it will enable me to connect with my grandchildren that live a couple 100 miles away, and so I'm looking forward to that. And as always, let me know in the comments below, what seeds are you sowing? And where are you at? Thanks for coming along. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.